All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another showing of the River League Live. Got another 1-3 game for you today. A little bit different of a player pool this time, though.
Yeah, we got a good lineup today. Couple action players, couple players that you got to watch out for playing big hands at certain times. But I'm excited to see what goes on today.
Yeah, we've got two champs in the building today. We've got Craig and we've got Ton, our championship belt winner from our Tri-Club tournament from a couple months ago. So that's going to be exciting. Brad is in the lineup. We've got Tommy and Sergio. So we're going to have a decent lineup for you today. We're going to show you some promotions while we're waiting for the stream to load up. We've got our wheel spin promotion when we have two cash games active. I don't think that we have two cash games going right now, but
Not
the
right
night's
now.
young.
Not right now, but we got some people on the list. If you come on in, we get two tables rolling. You can spin that wheel. Went up to $1,000. We had Kelly, who's playing in the live stream right now. He hit it back to back the other day, which was quite cool.
Back to back, and I think that he actually made some money that day.
Made some money.
We've also got our Aces Cracked promotion. If you're playing Hold'em and your aces get cracked by anything, you automatically get $100 in chips right in your stack.
Very good promotion. I actually had a hand I played earlier today against aces. I flopped two pair, and the board counterfeits my two pair, giving him aces and twos. So he didn't get the $100 for me cracking his aces, but he drugged the pot in. So
We've also got our Rivers League every Sunday. It's a $50 entry tournament. You get one single re-entry every Sunday. Starts at 2 o'clock. I think we've got a few weeks left on it. Our championship is on December 7th, so I think we have 3 weeks left on it.
yep,
3
couple
weeks
more
left
weeks.
for you guys to get points.
We've been going for a while now, and people are starting to rack up points and some chips for that December 7th day.
It's looking like it's going to be a pretty decent prize pool. I think Reese said that the total prize pool was going to be somewhere around $10,000.
That's awesome. People are loving that tournament so far.
It's been a pretty good tournament. All right. We've still got a couple more minutes left, so we're just going to try and make up some airtime right now. So, Bryce, you were playing earlier today.
I did play earlier today.
You told me that you got in a hand with Martine.
I did play a hand with Martine. Last hand of the day, I'm racking up. I'm saying, hey, I know I got the stream later tonight, so I'm going to go get some dinner before. I said, everybody, this is my last hand. I get Queen 9 of diamonds. Martine I made it 25. Folds around to Martine. He makes it 125. I'm sitting there up $125 on the day, oddly enough. And so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll see a flop. We see a flop. I flop open-ended, 6, 7, 8, 2 diamonds. So I'm saying, is there a better flop for my hand than this one?
There are not many better flops than that.
Not many better than that one. But Martine bets $50, so I call. Turn is a king. Turn goes check, check. And on the river, no improvement for my hand as well. His pocket jacks were good. Couldn't find a diamond, couldn't find a 10 or a 5. That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it's one of those too many outs scenarios. You don't seem to hit them when you've got 15, 20 outs.
Yeah, it never happens, especially against Martine, too. He always seems to hold with those pocket pairs.
He's a pretty good player. Maybe one of these days we'll get him in the stream again.
Yeah, I think he played live. He played last week for a little bit. I think he did all right while he was on the live stream. But yeah, I think it's good that we're switching up the different players that we have in the player pool, playing here on the stream today.
We've got a couple more minutes left until we can show you this first bomb pot of the stream.
So another good matchup I'm looking for today is Marcus, who's sitting in seat 2, sitting right next to Craig. Those two like to get at it when they're playing poker against each other, so having them sitting right next to each other, I think we're in to see a lot of action between those two today as well.
We've also got one of our early players, Bobby Beavers, is actually going to be on the stream today. He's one of the older guys that's usually here when we start for the day. So it's going to be interesting to see how his play changes compared to how he plays at the beginning of the day. Maybe we can get him to play a few more hands than he normally
Yeah, Bobby, usually a tournament player, or he plays the 2 o'clock game earlier in the day. So I'm excited to see how he does in a late night cash game. I don't know if I've ever seen him here past 6 o'clock before. So
No, he's not usually a late night player. Usually if he stays that late, it's usually just to play the tournaments.
yeah, for sure.
Grace in the chat says, go Craig. It's good to have you here. Hopefully Craig does well today. Watching him on live streams from other rooms, he seems to do really good when he's on camera.
Yeah, we'll see. Craig's definitely one of those guys that you got to look out for. You never know what kind of hands Craig's going to be playing, so I'm excited to see. This is going to be the first time that I've seen Craig actually on a live stream myself. So seeing those different random hands that he gets in there mixy up with, and like a little 3-5 and deuce 4. Craig loves those kind of hands. So see if he can ruin somebody's day with those hands
Mhm.
today.
I actually watched him. It was either yesterday or day before yesterday. He cracked somebody with 7 deuce off suit,
Oh my goodness.
flopped a pair of twos, and the pair of twos was good all the way through.
I think my favorite thing is the outsiders who come into the River League visiting or from time to time, and then they always leave with a story about Craig,
Hmm.
Uncle Craig. They got Uncle Craig, so they they might play a big hand against him. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe he called me down all the way with that pocket with deuce 4 or 3-5 or whatever it may be. But
Nothing quite like getting Craig.
nothing like getting Craig. I've had it to myself personally multiple times.
Sheena in the chat says, "Go Tommy." Sheena, it's nice to have you in the chat. Hopefully Tommy does well today, and maybe we can get you on the stream at some point. That could be fun.
Sheena, our winner of our Wednesday Crazy Pineapple tournament yesterday, took down first place with, I think, Jeff Kirk took second and Shelby Chappell took third.
Good lineup.
Yeah.
All right. They are currently setting up for the stream right now. Everybody's drawing. We are doing a random draw for seating this time instead of everybody picking their own seat. So they're still setting that up. Everybody's getting their chips. So it shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes until we can start showing you the action. Speaking of our pineapple tournaments, we've been getting a pretty good turnout for those recently.
Great
three
turnout.
or four. I think we had 4 tables last night.
Four
for our pineapple
tables last
tournament.
night, and we had 5 tables almost right away on Monday for our Monday 1,000 guarantee free roll.
Yeah, if I remember right, we had a little over 70 rebuys on Monday. as
70,
well.
yeah, 70 rebuys, I think on the dot actually on Monday.
Mhm.
Um,
We had what was it, a $3,000, $4,000 prize pool somewhere in that range.
somewhere in that range. I think it was 1,200 for first place on Monday. So our free roll has really been popping around here.
Mhm.
Definitely a good tournament for people who want to get into poker, want to learn poker, and want to meet a lot of people. There's a lot of people here on Mondays. I personally deal the free roll every Monday. I know you're here on Mondays as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good time. People are around yelling at each other, playing poker, having a good
Everybody
time.
gets
and-
rowdy. Everybody
Yeah.
gets excited. It's just there's just a lot going on Monday.
Yeah. So if you ever want to make your way into the River League for the first time and you haven't been here, Monday is a great day to come in and introduce yourself to the room and to the game of poker itself.
Right. It looks like we've almost got everybody sat down right now. I think we're waiting on 1 or 2 more people before we can get our bomb pod started.
Chris, if you were playing in the game and you had to do a random seat drawing, what card would you be hoping to get?
Based on where everybody's currently sitting, I would actually hope to be in that 10 seat.
In the
I
10?
prefer to be on Craig's right.
Craig's right side is always a good place because you know he's going to be raising up different hands and driving the action of the game.
Generally
Yeah.
do want to be on the right side of an action player. You let them make the action, and then you can see how everybody else reacts before you make your action.
That's correct. And then another action player, I think Kelly is over there in the 4 seat today. You never know what he's going to be doing if he's even looking at his hands
Yeah.
sometimes.
He's about as wild as Craig. He doesn't play nearly as big. He doesn't risk nearly as much, but he can play just as wild as Craig does. We've got Jonathan Gomez is also going to be playing today. He doesn't come in all that much. He used to come in relatively often back in the day when he was still doing his disc golf business.
Oh, disc golf business. I
But-
know he's also a very avid pickleball player.
Mhm.
I've played against him a couple times. He's a very good pickleball player.
He used to do his own disc golf. He used to do his own production for disc golf,
Oh, nice.
and from what I was told, he sold that business, and now he does the same thing but for pickleball.
Very nice, very nice. It looks like we got Brad over in that 8 seat and a little bit of a Voo sandwich over there. You got Ton and Tommy surrounding him over there.
All right, Michael is getting set up right now. Mark's giving him some pre-stream instructions.
So keep it to a minimum. Now, if it's a big pot, I understand. If y'all are in a pot for less than $100, please don't run it 3 times. Okay. I understand if you got $1,000 pot and y'all want to run it 3 times, it's fine. But
I'm
it's
ready,
very,
boy. I'm telling you right now.
it's very hard on the commentators when y'all run it 3 boards.
It does get a little difficult when the pots are a little small.
Yeah. I'm always down to run it twice with people when I'm playing, but if the pot's under $100, it's not very huge. It's like, and you know where the action's gonna go, then I'm always down to just run it once from there.
Yeah, The pot's got to be to a certain size before running it multiple times becomes really a thing.
Mhm.
If the pot's too small, it's almost not worth it to run it multiple times.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Michael there in the box, rocking the River League hoodie. Another thing that you can win if you spin the wheel. We have our swag on there. So if you spin the wheel and it lands on that swag spot, then you can have a hoodie just like Michael there in the box.
We're also giving away plenty of time. I think yesterday it was either yesterday or Tuesday. I think we gave away somewhere around 20 hours worth of cash game play.
Lots of different good prizes there on the wheel once we get 2 tables rolling over here at the River League.
Let's take a look at the game real quick. Just see how everybody's sitting. So we got Craig in the 1 seat. Looks like Marcus in the 2 seat. Bobby's going to be in the 3 seat. Kelly is in the 4. That is Gomez in the 5 seat. Looks like Tommy in the 6. Ton is in the 9 seat.
And that's Brad over in the 8 seat.
That is going to be Brad in the 8 seat.
We got a couple people talking in the chat. Sheena said Voo's sandwich. Yeah, I was sitting in between Nicole and Tom the other day playing a little bit of poker, and I made that joke, and Nicole thought it was the funniest thing of all time.
It is going to be a little difficult for Brad being in between the Voos. Ton's a very good player. He's a little bit on the tighter side, but he is a very good player.
Yep, I've come to find that if Tom's betting, you should probably get out of there.
It's usually a good idea to get.
Yeah, usually a good idea not to be calling Tom, especially when he's betting big in pots.
There we go. We've got Sergio in the 9 seat, another action player. Not quite as actiony as Craig, but he can play a hand.
Mm-hmm. I definitely think we see a lot of pots today with Craig and Sergio and Marcus all together. I think they work together somehow, or connected in that realm. So I'm excited to see how they all go about it.
We should see some really high VPIPs today.
Very high VPIPs. I think we're going to see a lot of flops, and I think we're going to see a lot of all-ins and a lot of action here at this table today. I'm excited.
All right. Michael is getting his deck shuffled. We are taking the card draw off the table since we're no longer using those cards. And he'll be back. We'll get this deck shuffled, and we will start off with a $5 bomb pot.
Chris, do you want to explain a little bit to the viewers what a bomb pot is and what that means and the different type of game that is?
Can do. So here at the River League, in other poker rooms, they'll usually do a bomb pot that's the same game as the game that you're playing at the table. Here at the River League, all of our bomb pots are $5. So everybody at the table that wants to play in a bomb pot puts in $5. We deal 4 or 5 card Omaha, depending on how many players are at the table, just based on deck size. And then we play Omaha from the rest of the way forward. It's a double board, $5 PLO bomb pot. So you have to play 2 cards out of your hand and 3 cards on the board. Because there are 2 boards, the pot will get split between each board. So it's possible to win one board and somebody wins the other, or it's possible to scoop both if you've got a good enough hand.
That's correct. And bomb pots can get a little sticky because everybody with that many cards in your hand, you always feel like you catch a little bit of a piece of the board.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
very easy to lose all your money in it.
very easy to lose all your money.
As-
I've seen it happen to multiple people multiple times.
And despite the fact that it is very easy to lose all your money, as Ronnie would say, I never miss out on a chance to lose all my money.
That's right. That's right. I know there's plenty of people that like to sit out of the bomb pots because they know that if they do play it, they're going to lose all of their money as well.
Oh, yeah. But you got to take that risk sometimes. You've
Yep.
got to be able to risk losing all your money if you want to be able to win the big pots. not
That's
the bomb
right.
Pots.
That's right.
So it looks like our bomb pot is going to start in the 1 seat on Craig. And
Everybody putting their $5 ante out there. So we're going to go ahead, shuffle up those cards and deal and run out 2 boards to start off the day.
we've also got Whitney here in the booth doing what I would normally be doing. Reese is out of town. He asked me to be in the commentary booth this time. I said sure, and we got Whitney in. She has also done this at Kojak's before, so she's got a little bit of experience.
Shout out Whitney.
All right. Mike is getting that pot together. We are going to deal out 2 boards. The first board looks like 2 aces and a 6. And the second board is that 2 jacks and a
2
king?
jacks and a king. 2 jacks and a king.
All right. Those are some big cards out on the boards. We should be able to see a lot of action on this hand.
Looks like Bobby's going to lead out on this board for $20. And that's the other tricky part about bomb pots, because you might have something on one board, but it's always a split pot. So you want to have a little bit of something on both boards. So somebody might have a jack here with no full house, but they're only drawn to that one board. They might have nothing on the other one.
It does make it a little trickier to play, especially if you're only playing for one board.
That's for sure. Looks like Bobby picks up a couple callers here.
Let's see what the turn brings up. We've got a double paired board, aces and sixes.
Couple flush draws coming in on the turns as well. Even though those boards are paired, might have some backdoor flush opportunities as well.
And it does make it a little trickier to play because even though it is a double paired board, you still have to play 2 cards in order to have a full house here. A single ace in your hand doesn't give you a full house. You have to have both an ace and a 6.
That's correct. Now we're going to the rivers. We see a 3 of diamonds rolling up on that top board.
And another 3 on the second board. So we've got 2 double paired boards on this bomb pot.
Yeah, Mike putting all the case cards out there on the deck almost.
And that's no small sum of money in the pot. That looks like about $200 in that pot already. And that's before any of the betting on the river.
Mm-hmm.
These pots blow up extremely fast, especially because it's pot limit. And because it's pot limit, a lot of people just feel that need to bet the entire pot when they bet.
Mm-hmm.
So the pots double and triple and quadruple extremely quickly.
That's right. People love the word pot, especially playing a lot of the pot limit games that we have around here, playing Big O and playing 4-card and these bomb pots especially. People love betting the pot, get repotted, and then it just gets crazy from there. This week marks our second cash live stream. We had one last Thursday, and this one is obviously here today. The people of the River League are really excited about the live stream services that we got going on, and rightfully so. It's exciting. People get to be on screen and have some fun playing some live stream poker and have their families watch. And yeah, it's awesome.
There's something about being on camera that just makes the whole experience feel good.
Yeah, it feels good, but it also kind of changes the way that people play sometimes. People know that the world can see the cards that they're playing, so they might play a little bit different.
It looked like Kelly just took down that big pot.
I think it was Bobby, actually.
Bobby, yeah.
It was like Bobby's scooping it all in. Can't really see what he's got going on there in his hand, but
I saw at least one face card, so I would assume that he had a jack.
I imagine, yeah, he had some sort of jack or maybe even pocket kings there to take it down.
It looks like everybody started off with a decent stack. It looks like Craig and Marcus both started off with around 500. I would assume Bobby started off with about the same amount.
Yeah, I know last week that not everybody was going in with such big stacks as today. I'm excited to see a little bit of a deeper stack poker game today. See how that transpires.
All right. Craig and Marcus are going to start off as our blinds.
We're playing 1-3 today, which is our normal cash game that we run every day here at the River League.
Okay, Bobby's starting off with 8-4. Gonna fold that immediately. We'll get a couple more folds. Here we go. First big hand of the night. Tommy wakes up with ace queen offsuit in middle position, raises to 10.
Gonna get a call from Dad right away.
Oh, that's a cooler scenario. Sergio wakes up with ace king on the button. 3-bets him immediately to 25.
And you know, Sergio loves to make a little min click. I've always found that with playing with Sergio or watching him play. He always likes to, somebody bets 10, he's going to make it 20. Somebody bets 20, he's going to make it 40. He just likes to double it up a little bit.
It seems to be a relatively common thing here with mini clicks. And of course, we've got Craig, being Craig, playing 10-5 offsuit in the small blind.
Craig with the 10-5, flopping an open-ended straight draw. Tan also with the same open-ended straight draw, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we see a bet and an all-in from Tan. Sergio's going to get out of the way. You know, those ace-king, ace-queen hands, they're good pre-flop, but unless you connect with a little bit of something on those boards, you find yourself a little bit, it's easier to get out of the way with those kind of hands. So we're going to go off to a run out, both of them with the same open-ended draw. Tana, 80% favorite with that king high. Looks like we see a queen on the turn and a 10 on the river. Craig picking up a pair, which is going to be good enough to take it down against Tan. Obviously, they're putting it in with the same hand, that open-ended straight draw. But pair's a pair. I know a guy who told me many, many times it's hard to make a pair. And that pair of 10s is going to be good enough to win this pot.
All right, our first hand, and Tan is already having to rebuy. Looks like he's going to get 300 in his stack.
No, the saying, don't cry, rebuy. It sucks to lose a hand, but you can always make it back.
And it's just the first hand of the session. We've got plenty of time to make all that money back.
Lots of time and lots of hands to see today. Looks like Kelly's got that $5 under the gun straddle on. You can straddle, you can double straddle, you can triple straddle, but the initial straddle is going to be $5. And that will always, action will start after Kelly there.
Okay, it looks like it's folding around right now. Looks like we're back on Craig on the button. Tommy with ace-jack just decides to flat it under the gun +1. Craig on the button with pocket nines also decides to just flat it. And we're going to get in here with some weird hands. We've got queen deuce and queen 6 in this hand, and Craig still has the best of it right now with pocket nines.
Kelly obviously in that straddle with 7-3. Totally willing to see a free flop. Kelly's going to lead out for $6 here. Get called by Sergio.
Tommy calls with the over cards, just hoping to hit top pair. He's also got that jack of clubs for a backdoor flush draw. No, nothing really changes on the turn.
Kelly has 3 pair now, which obviously is no good. Because you can only play a 5-card hand. Craig still with the best of it right now, 8s and 9s.
Kelly leads out. Tommy folds his overcards. And Craig ends up with the best of it still with pocket nines.
You know, check on this river. He's going to show him the 9s.
Decide
They
to
are
check
going
it
to be
instead of
good.
going for value. Be a nice one time with the pocket nines.
I asked Craig what his game plan was today going in. He goes, I don't know. I might let some people win some money today. I was like, oh, Craig's in the giving mood.
That's
Always good for the other people at the table. I don't know. That might be the first time I've seen Craig not raise a pocket pair pre-flop before. Especially pocket nine's not a bad hand.
Not a bad hand at all. Hand number 3 going out. We're going to start off with Jonathan Gomez in the 5 seat. Tommy wakes up with another good hand. 3 good hands in a row. Pocket 7s this time.
You know, I've always found that it's always bad luck for me having good hands to start a session. I always like to be able to sit down and fold for a round, just like let myself settle in a little bit. But if you have good hands, you got to play them.
Got to play them.
Tommy's raising to 15. Going to get 3 callers here. Kelly with the ace deuce. That's my favorite hand, ace deuce. Flop comes 7, 4, king.
Really
a couple
good,
diamonds.
Tommy.
Flops a set, but Marcus with that flush draw. I'm sure he's not going anywhere.
Tommy, of course, going to lead out for $30.
The pre-flop aggressor staying a little bit aggressive as well. Craig's going to get out of there with his ace-5.
Marcus, of course, not going anywhere with a flush draw and a backdoor straight draw. That's not a good card for Marcus. It does give him a pair. I don't think that he thinks he's good with just a pair of 9s, but that flush draw is probably going to keep him in, with Tommy moving all in here.
Yeah, I don't think I ever see Marcus folding a pair and a flush draw. Tough spot to get away from.
He can definitely think 2 pair is good. He probably thinks he has more outs than he does.
Tommy moving all in for $120. About a pot-sized bet, a little bit under. Marcus giving him the stare down. And he is going to make the call.
Yeah, the reputation didn't mean that much.
And we're going to see what this river brings in.
Twice. 2 times? We're gonna do it twice.
They've chosen to run it twice.
That's pretty good.
First, no, I'm gonna let you catch it.
And 3-3 is no good for Marcus. Tommy is going to take that down with a set of 7s.
Set of 7 is going to be good. No diamond coming on either of those rivers.
If you're ready, that should be in.
Yeah, I said, why you that would never if I ever made hand, I'm not letting.
I gotta have one donkey.
And Tommy going to pick up a sizable pot there. Up $226 on the day. Pretty good to start the session up with the set of 7s there.
We've got some money shifting around, and we're only on hand number 4.
Yeah, I think we're in to see a lot of money moving around today. A lot of rebuying, a lot of action.
Tommy with
Oh.
another good hand, this time with the Rockets. Sometimes the deck is just going your way.
Now, do you know, Chris, do the live stream players qualify for Aces Cracked?
As far as I know, the live stream players qualify for all of the promotions that we're currently running.
So the promotion that we got on, Aces Cracked, if Tommy finds a way to lose with his pocket aces here, then he
Bobby,
is going to get
Bobby with a good
$100.
hand. Bobby's got pocket 10s. Kelly got ace 10.
Oh, and we got
And
Craig in
I
there.
actually like Craig's hand the most here. Everybody else is playing high cards, so you want to play low cards. And Tommy flops another set.
Back-to-back sets.
Trip aces.
He's going to get a sneaky little check in here. Check, check. Kelly obviously with top pair, but Tommy with the goods. Sergio flopping a queen.
Ooh, that is a bad card for Sergio. He turns 2 pair with queen 9.
And Kelly's going to lead out with his top pair 10 kicker. Tommy gets the check mark.
Can Tommy find a check or a flat here? He cannot. He is going to raise it, it looks like. Raise it to 100. Sergio with the snap call, obviously, with 2 pair.
Craig and Bobby going to get out of the way.
Kelly's got to know he's no good here.
Yeah, you never know with Kelly. It's top pair.
Kelly says he's pretty sure he knows what Tommy has, decides to fold top pair. And Tommy, of course, with the check mark with top set.
Board pair would be disastrous here.
Tommy
All in from
immediately moved
Tommy.
all in. And Sergio with
All in
the
and a
snap.
call.
And Tommy wins a second pot in a row with a set.
Set versus two pair. Obviously, just a cooler
And when you
situation
checked and
there.
then did that, I put you on pocket queens. The main reason is because I had an ace. I suited it.
Oh, okay. I mean, he was.
I knew that. I thought you had a set of queens for sure.
And Tommy starting off the stream with a
I got
stun
that.
run. Tommy, I think, was the short stack coming into today. I think he only bought it for $200, but that quickly ran up to $755.
And we'll look at our cumulative winnings after 4 hands. Tommy has won over $550 in just 4 hands. Craig also up a couple $100, and Ton of Sergio, of course, losing the bomb pot in the very first hand of the stream. Ton had to rebuy.
I think those numbers might be a little bit off with Bobby scooping that bomb pot to start the day. But yeah, lots of action so far.
As soon as you raised, I said, that's a flop set every time. When you checked and raised, that's gotta be a flop.
And we'll see in a minute if Tommy wakes up with his 5th good hand. in a row. He is on a bit of a sun run to start this stream off.
Sergio with that fresh stack, going to throw $15 in with 4-3 offsuit. Craig going to call right away.
Might have to win a hand. Probably.
Tommy picking up King 10. Not necessarily a premium like he's had before, but still a good hand nonetheless.
He's still very much the favorite this hand.
Yeah. I mean, you don't usually see people raising 4-3 and 10 deuce, but
And Craig flops the best of it right now with bottom pair of 2s, but Sergio does flop open-ended with his 4-3.
Yeah? Oh, so it's not a-
we'll see if Craig thinks his pair of twos are any good here.
I don't think I've ever seen Craig fold a pair, at least on the flop.
Yeah, I went to jet though.
Sergio's going to lead out for $20.
Oh, it'd be funny to check on
Looks
that.
like Craig thought about raising there.
Yeah, he definitely did cut out some raisin chips, but decides just to call.
We can get Tommy out finally. Poor guy can't make a hand.
And the board is a 4. Sergio now has a pair with his open-ended.
And his pair moves him to the lead. 90% favorite now to win this hand.
Then lost the first hand when I flopped it.
Quick check, and a queen changes nothing. Sergio's going to take this hand down with a pair of 4s.
Bet a $15 or $20. And a fold from Craig. So Sergio, fresh off the rebuy, takes down a nice little pot there.
It's just full of electric. You didn't pull out any one.
I know.
The poor guy.
Yeah,
I feel so bad. I feel bad.
I guess I'll just take the money I want. I'll have to remember that. Only won 400. I'm just trying to keep.
We got a bunch of people talking in the chat. We looks like we got a bunch of Marcus fans. Go Marcus, go! Let's go Marcus! We appreciate everybody tuning in and cheering on your favorite poker player here on the table today.
And we get started on hand number 6. We're going to pick up 7-5 suited in middle position. Go ahead and put some chips in there. This is what I was talking about. Bobby's playing a little bit more out of his range than normal. Queen 4 suited.
You know what? I think that the flush frenzy has kind of changed some of the ways that people play the poker here at the
It
River League.
definitely has.
We had our flush frenzy promotion go on for a couple months, and people see a suited hand and think, "Hey, I got a suited hand. I can make a flush with this hand. I'm gonna call."
Might get Bobby into trouble on this hand. He flops the same pair as Marcus, but that 4 is just not going to cut it as a kicker. Brad, considering a call here with his gut shot, decides to fold it. And we've got 2 queens going head to head. 6 is almost the card he needs. He's looking for any board pairing card right now. And he gets
There
it.
it is.
He gets it on the river to chop this pot.
Gonna be a chop pot. Queens and sixes with an ace. Obviously, Bobby very far behind there with a pair of nines, but lots of outs for a chop there.
It didn't matter. Five
That's
didn't
all right.
matter.
That's all right.
The five
You
didn't
get
matter.
you get more tips that way than it's one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir. What he's thinking. He's thinking ahead. He gave it back. He didn't want it. I'm not giving you one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 hands for it. Think about it.
$3. Yes, sir.
Chris, have you ever had the chance to deal on a live stream table like this?
I have. I have dealt on the Kojak's live stream table for one of their tournaments. I believe it was last year.
Yeah.
Nope. Take it back in your mouth.
You know, there's a big difference dealing on a table like this. The cards are a little bit thicker, a little bit harder to handle. Me and Chris, for the viewers that don't know, are both dealers here at the River League. So chances are, if you come into play, you'll see one of us in the box or in the cage or doing something around here.
Farron in the chat says, okay, who's narrating and took my job? Nice to have you in the chat, Farron.
Farron, I'm sure we'll see you back here in our seats sometime very soon.
10 people watch the stars.
My wife is watching too, Craig.
Craig wakes up with a decent hand, ace-9 suited. Gonna go ahead and raise with it.
Got to entertain 10 of the people.
Jomez makes a call with King 4 suited.
According to Martine, that is the nuts.
King 4.
Would be behind the ball.
Tron gonna come along with his suited Jack 5 and goes to a flop.
And Craig flopping trip aces with that 9 kicker.
We are seeing some big hands. We're only 6 hands in, but we've seen some big hands so far.
Craig with a little sneaky check on the flop.
And gets the check mark on the turn when nothing changes.
And I don't think we're going to see much action from here on. Got him.
Craig says, got him.
The Craig special whenever he wins a pot. Got him.
King High was probably good though. King High was probably good.
He didn't need a pair. He did it. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Good job. Good work, Jay.
So many different Craig ad libs that you'll hear here at the River League. Every time he throws a tip and you say thank you. No, thank you. Good job. It makes you feel good about yourself dealing in the box.
I had to go take that phone call, Kelly.
Yeah. Mercy in the house. yeah.
Emergency. Wife's in labor. Man, my girlfriend's in labor.
Which one is it?
Yeah, let me call Cena and ask her.
Like the old match. Half the family's pregnant.
Now, out of all the people here today, Chris, who do you think is going to have the highest and the lowest VPIP?
I think the highest VPIP bar none is going to be Craig. Will it be 100%? Maybe not, but it would be very weird if it was anything below 90.
Yeah.
The lowest VPIP, probably Ton, actually.
Either Ton or Tom. Well, I mean, if Tommy keeps getting these incredible hands that he's getting, then
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see him folding anytime soon.
No.
But yeah, definitely one of the Voos. We haven't seen Brad in the mix at all today.
Ton flopping the best of it so far with a pair of 5s. 9-5 of clubs. If I remember right, that is Faison's favorite hand.
Is it?
Specifically the 9-5 of clubs.
I love hearing everybody's favorite hand because everybody seems to have a different one.
And Gomez is going to put in a little bit of a bluff here for $15. Unfortunately, his 9 is not going to be any good. That would be a very unfortunate card to come. Jack not going to help. Tommy seems to have folded the winning hand again. He had ace-jack.
35. Make sure you say 4. You're down 100.
35. Jomez is going to continue on the turn here.
I'm gonna play dark Maryland.
And he actually gets Ton to fold the best hand.
King 4 that.
The good
Yeah.
bluff coming from Gomez.
King and a jack out there. It's hard to just call with a pair of 5s.
I was gonna get one after you, but.
I don't know if I've ever seen Sergio wear that hat before, but I'm a big fan the gambler hat upside down. I got a couple hats like that myself, but that one is also very cool.
You go get me one, I'll give you $1.
$1?
Well, I'll give Craig 3, and then Craig can decide if he wants to give him.
And it looks like Mitch is going to join the table now. We were waiting on him. He was supposed to be part of the beginning of the table. Marcus coming in with a big hand, ace queen offsuit under the gun. Go ahead and raise that to 20. Kelly going to come along with another ace 10, this time offsuit. And Tommy picks up another good hand, pocket 10. Decides to just flat it.
Shit.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And we're going to go to a flop four-handed. And the flop is going to come king high, which is great for Tommy. He still has the best hand so far. Nobody else has a king. But Marcus is going to c-bet here, pretend like he has the king.
Kelly gonna come along as well, hoping to hit.
Does make it difficult for Tommy to call, and he is going to fold the pocket tens.
Both of them with that backdoor flush draw. 8 of diamonds on the turn.
And Marcus picks up the check mark with ace queen.
Kelly gonna bluff the river, $50. I think it's gonna work. Yeah,
It is
Marcus
going to
gonna
work.
lay it down.
If I had to pick out the single hole in Tommy's game, it is that he can get a little bit too tight sometimes. The pocket tens, I don't know if that's necessarily a fold on the flop to a single bet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always down to see a turn card with a pocket pair for the right price if the pot seems right.
I might not make it to the stream.
And we've got our dealer switching out. Marco is coming in to deal the next bomb pot. While he's doing that, let's take a look at these VPIPs we were talking about.
Wheel spinner.
So Craig is in the lead right now. He is at 87%. We're only 8 hands in right now. Mitch just started the table. That's why he's at 0. Brad actually with the lowest VPIP at 12%. I think he's only played a single hand so far this stream.
And I think he might have been in the blinds for that hand as well.
Very possible. Tommy obviously at a 75%, but I would also be at a 75% VPIP if I was getting pocket pairs and ace queen and ace jack every hand.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got our second bomb pot coming up.
Scoopy Bank having a pair on one board.
Let's see who wins all of the money this time. Okay.
So actions checked around to Brad. See if anybody's picked up a piece of this board at all. Looks like Brad's gonna lead out. $25 and get a call from Tan. See everybody's hands here. Brad with pocket queens and 4s. Tan with pocket jacks. Jomez with 3 9s in his hand. Be a good hold and fold hand.
Tommy with not a bad hand either. Ace, queen, jack, 8 with a suited ace.
That worked out.
Yeah, put up cards, please. Tommy and go. Tommy forwards, actions on Tommy. Tommy calls. And it's who wants the turn?
Okay, looks like we see 2 boards here with Brad flopping top set on the bottom board. And ace jack, top, set of jacks for Tan on the top board. an ace jack for Tommy on the top board. That could get a little interesting. No flush draws. But I think we're going to go off and see some turns. 5 of spades going to go up on that top board, and I believe the 9 of diamonds on the bottom. So Tan with that set of jacks and the king high flush draw on the other board. It's always good to pick up a piece of both.
Looks like the 10 of hearts on the bottom. That's going to give Tommy the nut flush draw on the bottom to go with his gut shot. A 9, I believe, would make it work.
Brad fills up queens full of 5s. So he's going to lock up half of this board already.
Unfortunately, I think that might just be a mistake with
Is it?
number. I believe the 10 and the 5
Oh,
are
it's
on
flipped
opposite
around,
boards.
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so we have
We
Two-
have top
two-
set on the top board, or we have a set on the top board with a set of jacks, and then Brad does have a set of queens on the bottom, but Tommy does have plenty of outs. With the 10 on the bottom, that gives him a double gutter. A king or a 9 would give him a straight, and it also gives him the nut flush draw.
and with 2 pair on the other board, I don't think Tommy's going anywhere.
No, I don't believe I could go anywhere with top 2 pair. And Han does have the nut flush draw on the top with the king jack of spades.
Looks like a bet of 60 and a couple callers here as we go off to the rivers. This could be interesting.
Yeah, the software is unfortunately not not tracking this hand appropriately, but that should be fixed next hand.
So it's looking to me like those 2 sets are going to be good. The set of jacks and the set of queens.
Tommy checks. Nobody bet.
Yeah.
Folds. Tommy checks. 150. Bradley's out for 150.
Brad's going to bet 150 here with a set of queens.
Pretty crazy.
Isaac Valdez says, any Marcus shirts available? We did have custom shirts made for our tag team tournament this past Saturday, so I'm sure that we could get some Marcus shirts made
Oh, yeah.
next stream.
Last week I was a part of Donald and Gusto's team, Team Chongos. That's who I was cheering for. They got me a hoodie even. So I was there cheering for them to go all the way. But shout out to ownership it, Mark Hamilton and Reese, for taking down our tag team tournament last Saturday.
Probably the least likely team to do it, just based on the format. I don't think that anybody actually expected them to win.
Team Knit and Knittier is what people were calling them throughout the week, but they found a way to get it done.
They trying to jack high spades.
King high spades.
King high spade.
It's a nut. Oh,
He's the rig out.
And
that's playable.
It looks like Brad's going to take a piece of that pot.
Brad and Ton are going to chop it up. Decent little pot for each of them.
Or 2 aces.
They ran out, and I mean, hardly ever changed.
I did not. I flopped another.
King queen was the only thing it made, the whole court. King queen was a straight, that's it.
We add Mitch to the game now. Mitch,
King queen.
a very capable player himself as well.
Yeah, king queen.
He told me the other day that he thinks he's the fastest acting player here at the River League. Told me that once he sees the board and sees the bets, he knows exactly what he's going to do all the time and doesn't have to think about it.
That's a good talent to have.
It is a good talent to have. A lot of people take some time to think about their decisions, but also it is their money that they're gambling, so they have to. You got to really think about it. Kelly's going to raise up King Queen off to $15. Going to get a couple folds here.
Brad picks up a good hand finally with pocket jacks. 3 bets at the 60.
the last hand already ended.
Craig is going to come along with a classic King 3 offsuit. And we're going heads up. This is the type of action that we want to see on this stream.
This is the type of hand that you get Craig on. And a
And
king
it,
on the
it
flop.
happens. He has a pair of kings with a backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. 97% to win on the flop.
Well, and you know, people hate those pocket jacks because of boards specifically just like this one. People hate to see overcards, and that king and the ace got to be scaring Brad a little bit, especially with Craig making the call here.
6 not doing anybody any favors. As Dean would put it, there's 3 ways to play jacks, and all of them are wrong. And the 10 on the river does put the straight and the flush out there. So that's going to save Brad a little bit of money not having to bet. And Craig's going to take down this pot with king 3 offsuit.
I don't know better than
Brad said it right there. Those jacks always bring overs every single time.
No, yeah, keep going.
It's just like having pocket kings. You always know the ace is coming in the window every single time.
Against the jacks and tens.
I don't wanna go with the jack. I should have bet. I missed the bet.
You want to give a shout out to all our viewers here in the chat? Chris, you want to tell people where they can watch the stream?
We are currently streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. You can go to either one of our pages. It's the River League on YouTube and Facebook. You'll be able to watch the stream on both of those channels.
And the River League players and the River League workers are very excited to have the live stream up and running. I'm sure we will have plenty of them in the future for you viewers to watch and for our players to play.
I had a chance to win winner.
Rifle. On race is 215.
We move on to hand number 12. Mitch going to limp in with king 6 suited. Don going to raise it.
Bobby calls.
Craig never wanted to get out of a hand. He's got jack 7 offsuit this time. And we're going to go to a flop 5-handed. Flop is 10-3-3. It doesn't really help anybody. It does give Mitch a king high flush draw, though.
Don, who was the pre-flop aggressor, looks like he's going to put out another bet here.
60.
Ton, one of those people that you said might have the lowest VPIP today.
He's putting in some work at this table.
Yeah, putting in some bets with hands that you might not expect from a player like Ton.
His image is definitely working for him here.
There's Mitch with the call, hoping to see a club on the turn.
A club or a king would help Mitch out a lot here. The 9 doesn't, it changes it, gives Ton a pair, so now he's finally ahead. So it's not a straight bluff now from Ton. He does have the best hand right now.
Turning his hand from what was a bluff to now has a little bit of value.
And Mitch not going to take the ride with the rest of his stack to try and hit that flush. But Ton takes that hand down with a pair of 9.
You know, that's my favorite kind of hand, though, turning it into a bluff and then getting there. That's the best feeling in the world, when you're bluffing the whole way and then the river card is the boom, perfect card that you need.
The easiest way to win a huge amount of chips.
Yup,
Sometimes you just got to get there.
bluff your way into getting lucky.
Y'all really wanna know, they're forward. 540.
Craig is about 560.
Worried about how many chips I got.
Actually, no homeless.
Gomez picking up pocket 8s under the gun.
Raise is 215.
Raised 15.
Tommy's luck seems to have run out. He hasn't had a good hand in a couple of hands.
Oh, but he has the River League nuts. Going to lay it down. 7-4. Shout out to Michael Martinez, making that hand a little bit famous around here. Everybody seems to play 7-4.
Down to 500.
Craig's going to raise it up.
Queen
Any-
jack offsuit in the cutoff.
Any 2 face cards, it's getting raised up by Craig.
Marcus has picked up Ton's jack 9 of diamonds. Don't think that he's going to fold here. I think he's going to be able to see a flop with this hand.
Looks like 55 is going to be the price to go. Kelly and Bobby going to get out of the way. Haven't seen much from Kelly yet. I thought he would be playing a little bit crazier than what he is, but
He is playing a little bit more reserved this time.
And look at the respect that Craig's getting from this raise here. You heard Kelly say it. We're going Texas heads up to this flop. Everybody and their brother calling.
No.
So we're gonna go $55 pre-flop 6 ways. Let's see who flops best.
And Craig actually does flop the best here with top pair, a pair of jacks. And the 7-4 living up to its name. 7-4 got folded, would have flopped 2 pair, been the nuts right now.
The River League nuts. He can't fold it. Looks like action's gonna check around to Craig. He says,
And-
"Know what? Let's just play for it all."
We'll see if he gets the same amount of respect he did on a pre-flop.
He said, "You guys don't want to respect my raise pre-flop? Check this out." Marcus with a pair of jacks as well, top pair.
Top pair, backdoor diamond draw.
Now they're in.
It might be a little hard for him to get away from this hand, actually, just because of how wild Craig can play. Craig does not always have a pair here.
Craig can be doing this with deuce 4.
He could be doing this with bottom pair. He could be doing this with a gut shot. He could have something like 8-9, just a gut shot.
Looks like Marcus is going to make the call here. And I don't think that we're going to see any action from anybody else.
No, I believe everybody else is probably going to fold this hand.
216.
Yeah, it looks like Mitch and Brad and Sergio all got out of the way.
We are going to go heads up, running this board out. Marcus is looking for the last 9 available.
2 9s folded pre-flop, so we're looking for that case 9.
It is not there.
Not going to come, and Craig is going to scoop this $766 pot.
I believe it. Queen's gonna be a winner in. Who'd have thunk that?
Who would have thunk it? Another one of those Craig vocal stems that you hear all the time.
How much got Marcus? 300? 400? 500.
Marcus rebuying for 500. We're going to put a lot of chips on the table today.
Who'd have thunk it?
Chips 200 in a will.
No sale.
What's your turn?
I'm going to give a shout out to the people who helped set up the stream room. The room looks great. The table looks great. I love the new felt that we have on that table. It's different than the rest of them, but I think that it looks awesome.
I think it looks great. The table's slightly bigger to be able to accommodate 10 players without everybody being squished up against each other like they are for the rest of the room.
Yeah, I know whenever we unfortunately have to go 10-handed in the tournament, people are always complaining about how squished they are together. So the ability to go 10-handed in something like this is definitely something that's cool.
We're going to get started here on hand 14.
What?
Mitch going to call here with Queen 3 of clubs. Sergio raising with Jack 3 offsuit. And Craig actually waking up with a pocket pair here, pocket 6s.
You know, Sergio is always one of those players that will, if I'm dealing to him or playing with him, I never know what he's raising with or what he's doing. So to see him on a live stream here and be able to see the kind of hands that he's playing, it's definitely interesting. Marcus going to make the call with 7 deuce offsuit. Obviously, they don't have the 7 deuce game on here at the River League, but always fun to take down a pot with the worst hand in poker. Ton seeing all those callers, I think he's just going to come along for the ride.
We're going to go 7 ways to this flop.
Anybody else need anything to drink? I got Pepsi. Pepsi and a root beer.
And Ton flops a good hand, King 10, but Craig out of nowhere flops bottom set.
And
to
Mitch,
cooler him.
with a queen high flush draw, just going to put the money in the middle. Say,
He's
let's
not
gamble.
He's not going to not see a river this time with the flush
Yep,
draw.
he saw a flush out of the king high flush draw earlier, and
Ton's going to snap that off. Obviously, only $50 here.
Sergio, the pre-flop aggressor, flopping absolutely nothing with that hand.
And we're going to see
Let's see
How
what
much
Craig does.
There we go.
Yeah.
He just puts the money in. He's
Let's
not
just-
afraid.
Let's just put this big stack of greens and black chips in the middle. Obviously, those green chips $25 and those black chips $100. Says, let's see if you want to play for it all.
I'm all out of action.
And I don't think the Ton's going to be able to get away from this, unfortunately for
Tom's
him.
gonna make the call.
So Ton is going to be looking for a king or a 10 to have a bigger full house. Mitch looking for any club except for the king of clubs.
I'm trying to get your little.
Craig saying he was looking to give Mitch some protection, but Tom said, no, no, no. I got a good hand too, and I want to see 2 more cards.
Just what kind? Unless they're breaking ones. Shoot, I think there's 2 regular ones. Circle or square? Circle.
Marco doing a quick count to Ton's stack. He does have a bit less than Craig does. But we are going to have a pretty big side pot. It's looking like almost $1,000 side pot.
Yep, we're pulling Mitch's $50 into the main pot, and everything else is going to be going on the side.
We got the numbers right there. We do have a $250 main pot and a $1,000 side pot between Ton and Craig on this cooler hand.
Ton, who already had to rebuy once today. Going to a turn.
And
2 of
there's
clubs.
the
There's a
club.
flush for Mitch.
And an ace,
The
no
ace.
help. Craig is going to take down that side pot with a set of 6s, and Mitch will take the main pot with a flush.
Oh, looks like Craig with a little bit of a slow roll there as well. Waiting to show his pair of 6s until the end. Tom was proud of his kings and 10s.
And unfortunately, Ton is good there a lot of the time. Maybe not specifically against Craig.
Yeah, I don't know many people that would be able to find a fold there either. But Mitch is going to be happy finding that club, be able to take the main pot.
And we'll look at, after hand 14, Craig is up almost $1,000, most of it coming off of that last pot. Tommy's still up a decent amount, even if he hasn't played a hand in a little bit. Unfortunately, you just run cold. After running so hot, though, I'll take the cold streak. Marcus down the most right now, $490 down.
I think Tom might be a little bit under that list. Definitely, I think the biggest loser of the day, but you can never count Tom out. I've seen him make some crazy comebacks before.
I've gotten that like.
So the action we expected today, lots of big pots and lots of flips with draws and made hands, and exactly what I expected to see today. Move on to hand 15. Ton gonna raise it up to $15 with that ace-8 off.
The dead man's hand.
Dead man's hand.
Classic queen 4 offsuit. Marcus waking up with a good hand. Ace jack offsuit. Going to 3-bet it.
My bet's on Craig to make the call. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I don't think Craig's going to miss a chance to be in this pot. Tommy folding the 7-6 suited in the big blinds.
And Ton, who was the aggressor, just gonna get out of the way. Oh, and
Craig's
Craig's
gonna
gonna lay it
fold.
down. That's a bet that I would have lost.
No.
So Marcus gonna take down $34 uncontested.
Well, we chopped that too. I don't care.
You said somebody got with the
I
room.
think that might be the first pre-flop hand that we've seen somebody just take it down.
I mean, we can use an extra 2.
Player to the right.
That's 10 of us.
Player to your right. Have 2.
10 of us. They don't work. No.
Big blind, Mitch.
I'm putting it on pocket 6 for sure. Yeah. Nothing else.
You've been the fuck, girl. One of the
So I
two.
don't
If I can hear correctly, it sounded to me like somebody might have just been spinning the wheel outside of our stream room here.
What'd you get?
Maybe it was just a practice spin. Maybe it was a real spin. But just a reminder to you people, if we get 2 cash tables, 12 people clocked in playing cash, then you will be able to spin the wheel with lots of prizes, up to $1,000 on there. Craig raising it up, or Brad, I'm sorry, raising it up to $20 with Ace King. Marcus just going to make the call with Ace Jack. And Bobby wants to see a flop.
Button calls.
Kelly kind of card dead today, I guess. Not really getting in the mix. Tommy with pocket 10s.
Oh, wonder what happened there. Well, we're going to take a short break, figure that out. We'll just do a little bit of talking between us while we figure this out on our end. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, guys, very sorry about the technical difficulties. I am going to have to try restarting the stream. So we are going to be back hopefully in about 5 minutes. So if you guys are still sticking around, stick around for about 5 more minutes. And whether or not we get the poker back on, we will